You're not going nowhere. Are you gonna run me over? I'm not moving.
Look at Tier 11. Stop.
Fuck Tier 11.
Hey, are you watching? Are you watching? The black man just said he don't care about Winston, and now they're trying to run us over. Y'all know who we are, bro? I knew Winston Smith.
So, Tier 11, one of the Tier 11 reporters said they don't care about Winston Smith. And I think part of it's like, one of the reporters, one of the passengers, he's a black man, and so that's why they're upset. They're probably going to call. They're probably going to call the police to come and help them and get out of here or something.
Take a peek at the multi. Georgia Ford.
Why are they blocking him in? What happened? You guys, don't give the police a reason to come out here!
They're already out here!
I want you to come here! Don't give them a reason! Don't let them justify fucking us up!
Because you know they want to.
They're just waiting!
Miriam, good to see you. Brock, you too, brother. Belinda.
He said he didn't give no fuck about Winston at all.
Who, that guy did?
That nigga, that same house nigga right here. He said he don't give a fuck about Winston.
He don't care about Winston. He don't care about
Haha, Chris. That's crazy. I didn't realize that those were reporters, guys. My apologies for the audio. That's nuts. You see, guys. Hey, Nikki, and they did do a few arrests before when this first kicked off, but in the time since, not so much.
So I noticed the Tier 11 news van, the community, the protesters were pissed off because there was. So Tony, why was everybody so upset with
Devon? He said he don't care about Winston Smith.
Devon from Tier 11 said he don't care about no Winston Smith.
Who is that?
The man that got shot 10 times, I know him at the top of this rooftop. That's Tier 11 News. A reporter from Tier 11 News said he don't care about Winston Smith.
Here. Only them, they could be in here. Not no.
He said he don't care about Winston Smith. From the Tier 11 News.
Passenger?
Yeah,
the passenger.
Devon.
As soon as we was like, yo, what'd he say? He went and got in his car and locked the door. I asked him to roll the window down. I asked him what you say, bro? What's up? Winston Smith was my friend. He was a funny ass guy. He wasn't no murderer like they try to make him out to be. Fuck Tier 11 News and fuck Star Tribune.
Yep.
Get the fucking facts right.
Mainstream
Fuck
media.
11
Mainstream
and
media.
12. Fuck Tier 11 and fuck
Tier 11 News. Fuck Tier 11 News.
Fuck Twitter.
All right. Another stream. Yeah, the cops are still there. That's what the sheriff's presence is looking like. That's Georgia Fort. The rear is Move for Justice News. We got Unicorn Riot.
How old is he?
Bottom right.
5.5. Only 5.5. What's his name?
Buddy.
Buddy. Hey, Buddy.
It's Niji, and that's Fred and Ojibwe.
Oh, okay.
Chippewa.
Okay.
So we call him Buddy.
This is Buddy. Yeah, he's a 5.5
Get
pit.
some things
So,
organized
He
here.
loves everybody.
hey, Buddy. Buddy, you smell my doggies on you? Yeah, you don't care. Yeah.
I think that's the most Minnesota thing we all say is, oh, you smell my doggies, don't you?
Yeah. Well, usually they come up and they like skip my legs all over. And everything, so. You know, people that know me, I know I'm a total animal lover, so I got dogs at home, which I gotta get home too.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have to get home too soon, but this is Buddy here. Oh, he's coming to check me out now. Yep, Buddy's coming to check me out. Oh, I have a very mixed dog that looks kind of like a big yellow lab, but very short, wiry hair. But they said he's like 18% Australian Shepherd. And then I have 115 pound, 50% German Shepherd, and 25% Lab. Not sure.
Peek at the multi. Oh, Twitch. Oh, that's a good stream right there. Hang on. Watch dog. Alright, got another one incoming. Watchdog citizen. Alright, this stream will be real clear. Hang on. Chat, I am sorry. One sec.
They could really take all these police and go find the 1,400 rape cases that went missing
Dope.
from their offices. They could do that.
And they complain that they don't have enough cops. Look how many showed up down here.
But
Yeah.
they can shut shit like this down with ease. They put in other
And they're laughing about it.
You obviously aren't having a shortage of officers.
Oh, no shortage of officers at all. No. That bitch was just drinking our fucking Gatorade, yo.
What happened with the Gatorade?
She was just drinking our Gatorade. They took our Gatorade and she was just drinking it. This girl right here, this motherfucker right here, with her hand on the mirror, she was just drinking our Gatorade. After they took us, after they took all this shit down, she finished it real quick. I don't know where she put the bottle so fast.
Throw it on the dashboard.
You threw it on the dashboard? Where is it? I'm gonna get it on camera.
So they basically, you know, when they cleared the area,
Where's the Gatorade bottle go?
during the community, you know, when the community's down here, there's always like a lot of water and Gatorade down here for protesters to have. But so when they came here and cleared out the area, they just grabbed things and took everything, confiscated, and that's what he's talking about, that they are just drinking the Gatorade and stuff like that they confiscated.
Here's the other stream. This is Watchdog Citizen on Twitch. Look at the multi.
Everybody got a book.
There's the commander.
Anything, you're looking
Hey, how's it going? You got 3 cameras there? Oh, it?
Yeah. I don't like changing my lenses on.
Yeah.
I'll grab one more body.
I know they put like a first aid
Here's my thing.
Yeah, I'd met somebody before.
Amen, Cody Lynn.
She was carrying 3 cameras.
Cordine Michelle. Glad you did.
I couldn't handle the weight. And like, honestly, I photographed like 60% of my stuff.
You two want to say hello?
So you shoot Fuji?
Yeah.
Okay. Why Fuji? Is that like so?
Cheaper lenses.
Okay.
It's like a far cheaper system to get into. And I prefer the Ergotics. Like, I really like it. And they're so discreet. Like this you take the lens to that point.
I'm gonna nigga start cutting up the
And it's like, it's just, you can put literally put it in.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So it's like, when I use it for my everyday cameras as well.
Yeah, I mean that would.
Yeah. I mean,
I wasn't doing shit, motherfucker shot me.
Oh, home slice got tapped.
In my hand, this little patch.
That's a 40 mic mic to the chest.
Just today, just a little bit ago? At the fence? Yeah, okay.
What we got here? Words of wisdom. Let's read
It's gonna
it.
hurt for a bit. Yeah, throw some light.
What we got there? You're not willing to die. Oh, come on, man. I want to read that. Got Banksy in the house.
What's that?
So,
Doing is asking people to be accountable for supposed to protect them. That is all we're doing. And this is what we need.
When they first was initial removal,
They should have with that green thing.
and I came later when I heard they were moving and stuff like that.
And then they arrested someone else who witnessed the
Before they actually moved in.
Like none of
I was
this
here
is
when they moved in.
none of this is coincidence. And they just keep doing it because they can't.
Greg, no mo.
But they don't realize it's like all you niggas gonna be broke and you can do all of this. You got all these cars.
Lawrence, good to see you, brother.
Yeah,
It's like
even
$3
though
a
prior to
gallon.
that was
Police came in,
Gas here isn't cheap.
Minneapolis PD,
And how y'all got, like,
cleared
20
out.
cars?
They had like
That's
a
what you
bunch
need to
of,
do. And vans.
Yeah,
You got
so-
fucking
it was a
bulldozers.
memorial, but it was in the street,
How much does that
and
cost? How much
you see
did
they
they've
tonight
since
cost?
made
Right.
multiple
And how much
trips
is
to
that
clear
ticket
out
cost?
the clutter that
From
was
housing,
occurred there.
from healthcare, people
I don't
get
want
it
to call it
like
clutter,
basic
but
ass shit.
the debris that they used for the memorial.
Sounds good.
This will go as long as people want it to. 'Cause
And of course they were doing
honestly,
the fire slash.
we wake them out. We wake them out. We don't
and it was just things within this
I
is like
leave when
within
they,
that
I leave after.
that they
Yeah.
were told.
Like, you see this shit for fucking what? For fucking what?
Yeah, and they pretty much arrested everybody.
Because they just got some plywood
Between
and garbage
Hennepin and
cans in the
Gerard
street.
when they
But
came
they-
here. They thought
a
everybody got
goddamn
on their knees.
bulldozer. A
And you could
Hey,
bulldozer.
RD, good to
By
see
hand
you.
or just walking through.
That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy,
whether
yo, and we cause a
Well, the
nuisance.
other Friday
We
night,
make this unsafe.
there were
But who's the niggas who got guns? Who was the nigga who drove through here?
Oh, thanks, Jess.
Who was the niggas who shot the person up there? Who made this unsafe?
I was on for NPR the day before.
Because
I'm
if
like,
y'all didn't shoot nobody, y'all
And they're
stop
like, we
killing
don't
people.
care.
Got
We
both
wouldn't
of
have
they
them
don't
fucking
care.
flatter.
Did they arrest you?
No, they didn't, because it was the weirdest thing. I
We
went
just
down.
got hit by a fucking car. Putting us in this fucking position
And he's like, I don't care, you're gonna have to wait.
because a car fucking drove through here. Yes, a car drove through here, hit her fucking car that was beat
halfway down
with
the block, they
barricade,
broke
and her
in.
car
Just let it
shot and threw her into
It was the weirdest thing. And I was like,
yes,
looked at the
like
officer
they're
and
not
I'm like,
telling you that.
can I
They're
go?
not
And she's
telling
like,
you that.
I
And they
guess.
think she died in a car accident. No, she died by murder.
I never know
She
if
died
he's
by
going-
murder.
I go,
That
they
nigga,
don't- I don't-
no, it was a fucking white supremacist. It was a white man
walked
who
out
came in here at
but I was
like 1,
expecting
2:30 in the fucking morning. But nigga, this
Yeah,
shit,
they cut
that
threat
shit
me.
that they have been doing since 5
Yeah, and I
earlier than
definitely would prefer
that.
to
Everybody knew this was
like
close
everybody,
enough.
but-
And that was 2 sets of barricades you had to get through. And somebody tried to tell you to
Be
slow
safe,
down.
all right?
And you're
Yeah,
already
all
going
right, you
75
too.
miles an hour, and then you speed up to 100. Like, they don't, first thing he was going 70, 80. No, he was going 100 miles an hour.
Heading out, Nick. Be safe. My back. Yeah, my back is starting to like. Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to carry
Be
you?
safe. Can you carry me?
I'll be your taxi man.
You can carry me. Yeah, I need a caddy actually. I just need a caddy.
That audio's coming from the rear.
I know you want to laugh. I know you're good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I know. You're right. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I know you're right. I know you're right.
So again, we're here live on Fremont Avenue and Lake Street in Uptown Minneapolis. We got the parking ramp that was up.
Violent environments. And so I don't think that you have to be pigeonholed or defined as something other than your profession when you stand up against hate.
Just
so, yes,
evacuated barricades or moved barricades out of the street that was on Lake Street. They moved them off of Lake Street and started. They just had a huddle. Moved into different formations. A little closer to the police. And then a couple officers turned on their body cams. They haven't made any moves since. Since that happened. But what we saw earlier is multiple arrests had happened earlier when they moved into the crowd. Originally around 8:30ish.
Yeah, so I'm going to be heading out here. Yeah, thanks for speaking earlier, my man.
Yeah,
so,
appreciate it. How I find you this?
Find me?
Yeah.
Here, let me give you my card.
Yeah.
Let me give you my business card.
No,
yeah,
a lot of people you have to meet you. It's not only the
yeah, you said you have a business?
Tilo, good to see you, brother.
All my family is successful.
Is it a restaurant or what?
School bus, mechanic shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where we're at.
I wanna give you. I need support too. I need help.
Yeah.
And let me know if the audio's good. Should just be coming from the rear.
I want to talk to you anyway.
Okay.
Thank you anyway.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Is your body cam on? Is your body cam on?
They're trying to escalate. Hey, they're trying to escalate. You see this? That police line is back there. That police line is back there. This man just got in my face. This 6995, right? He got in my face. Trying to escalate. This is when the destruction happens, when they escalate. This is when the destruction happens, when they escalate.
Looks like there's more trucks that are coming through, more vehicles.
Fuck you! Come on, put them murderers back behind lines.
What that person was
Tilo,
saying was
good to see you,
a
bro.
lot of sense true. We have seen a lot of escalation happen after the police interact with the community in a very rough way. There's the live fire off assault rifles that they're regularly having.
Thank you, Paige. Give me 1 sec. I'll handle that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11.
Thank you, Onyx. Julie, good to see you.
That person, but he got away. He got away on a scooter. I'm not sure what he did. He might have yelled at him or thrown something at him.
Oh, I can freaking hear Unicorn.
Minneapolis Public Works.
Hang on. Interesting. That one's done.
They put me in cuffs down the street. And then what? And then they dropped me off down the street. What the fuck on the street?
And the police came in this morning in riot gear and with their SWAT truck and with Public Works and cleared out the barricades to open up traffic again. But immediately, right after the cops left, the protesters came back and pulled dumpsters, garbage cans, just anything they can find. And people brought pallets, and I think I saw a couch too earlier, and rubber tires and that kind of stuff, and closed off the street again at Hennepin and Lake, and down to Girard and Lake, so in between there. So that was closed off all afternoon again. And then later on this evening,
Hey, Cindy.
MPD came in again.
No,
but
just
earlier today,
recuperating
Mayor
post-op.
Jacob Fry gave a press conference with also with Lisa Bender, who's the
Missed you
president of the
guys.
City Council, and also the 5th Precinct commander. I can't remember her name offhand right now. So they gave a press conference in regards to the Uptown situation. And one of the things they talked about was, Mayor Jacob Fry talked about was, their main thing is de-escalation.
Alex, good to see you, brah.
And also that he did mention that there were going to be more police officers tonight, and that there will be a dispersal order given, and that if people don't follow the dispersal order and anybody that sticks around will be arrested. But that didn't happen. Shortly after I got here,
Here at Unicorn
MPD
Shine.
moved in with Hennepin County Sheriff in full tactical riot gear and their SWAT van. First, they moved down on Hennepin and Lake and started removing the barricades down there. All of a sudden, they came in real fast on the other end from Girard and Lake, and then there was no dispersal order given. I was here at the time. I didn't hear any dispersal order given, but they basically told everybody in between Hennepin and Girard on Lake Street to get on their knees. So people got on their knees, and then they came in and made arrests. I'm not sure how many people got arrested. I couldn't get a count, but I saw at least 3 or 4 people, and then later on in the evening they arrested a couple more people, another 3 maybe. But I'm not sure how many total they arrested. Anyways, they also were towing cars that were blocking the road in the alley, and of course first they slashed 2 back tires before they tow it. I'm not sure why they do that. And
So that it
of course,
can't be
the
used
city's
as a
not gonna pay
vehicular
for it, so
weapon
the car owner was
and
going to have
driven
to
towards
replace
law
their tires.
enforcement. Hey,
Which,
Cabrini.
as
Right back at you.
most of us know, they're quite expensive. Tires are
Yeah,
not cheap
Jules,
these
I'm
days.
feeling it.
So, anyways, there was no dispersal order given. They just came in and arrested anybody that was in between Girard and Hennepin that was on Lake Street. So you could have been just a pedestrian, a bystander walking through at the in that right moment there, and you would have probably been arrested too, since they told everybody in that area to get on their knees. So after they made the arrest, Public Works came in with bulldozers, trucks, and everything to clear the barricades, and then but there are a few protesters of this.
Right,
that are
Kim?
still kind of holding space down here, down on
Tim,
Hennepin
welcome.
and Lake. And
Mr.
I believe there's also
Hiller,
a very
good to see
small
you, sir.
group down at also at Girard or Fremont and Lake earlier.
Asserting dominance. I
Sorry,
see.
I got a little distracted there. And but
I gotta see that feed.
so I tried to ask the commander that was in charge why there were no dispersal order given. Of course, he walked away and didn't answer. And then what happened a little bit ago was the crowd kind of
There is no monetary or fiscal value for that of a good soul.
They heard one of the reporters, who happened to be a black reporter, say that
So
that
most definitely
they don't
a
care.
win-win.
He doesn't care about Winston Smith, and so
Awesome.
they surrounded the van and trying to talk to him and
So if anybody's
asking him
just
why he
joining
doesn't
us,
care and
this
that
is
stuff, but he
Minneapolis.
just rolled his windows up.
There was a memorial that they had constructed.
Locked the doors, and then the van tried
in
to
the
leave.
roadway, a lot of
But
debris
they couldn't leave for a
that
while
they've
because
since
people
cleared
were
out.
kind of standing in front of it.
They arrested 3 or 4 when they first got
So,
there.
that's kind of a quick summary of what happened
And,
this evening. And
it's kind of starting to wind down.
I'm asking people to call the mayor's office,
Take a look at the multi.
Chief Arredondo's office, Lisa Bender's office, who is the president of the city council, and also the Tim Walt's office, and ask them about what about the dispersal order that was supposed to happen, and that didn't happen, which she said was supposed to. That there was a dispersal order that was supposed to be given tonight before they make an arrest, but that didn't happen. So please call those offices and hold them accountable. Again, thank you for tuning in to Move for Justice News. Much appreciate your support and your love. So I am going to sign off and head home. My back is starting to kill me, and also see my dogs and curl up with my animals. Thank you again.
Hey,
for
Scott, I see
watching.
you.
Much appreciated. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, so that's MJ4. Yeah, D, I saw one of the officers spraying like an aerosol onto a couple of the I guess pillars that hold the lights that must have had spray paint. Hey, Mr. Hillard, nice to be seen and see you too. You guys, I've been pretty much flat back since the 6th of last month. So, with that, it's taken me away from streaming and the pleasure of spending time with all of you guys. So, just want to thank you guys for popping by and spending another beautiful night together. Sincere pleasure and privilege.
Here we go.
Yeah, Kim, yeah. Pillars, Aaron. Pillars. What are they called? Telephone poles? Pylons? Oh, man.
It is on. Be safe, man. Yeah, sorry about the mic. There's nothing I can do. Not right now. So they have arrested people. They're
Take a look at the multi.
detaining them now.
Whoa, what's going on the top left? What is that? Something for Black Justice? Yeah. Watchdog Citizen.
Me scared? Dude, been doing this for a year. I don't get scared.
Get some audio from Unicorn.
There's another person over there. There's another person over there.
Oh, are they arresting people? Yup. Here.
There's another person with their bike. And then that gentleman. Who was just screaming a second ago. This person over here as well. So they just seem to be like catching who they can get at the time. They haven't
Thank
been
you,
able to get,
Tilo.
okay.
Appreciate you.
They haven't been able to get many protesters, so they just sort of got the stragglers.
Thank you, Onyx.
So they got the stragglers.
I agree, Doom. I agree, bro.
Thank you.
There's one person being arrested here. He's throwing his money out his pocket. They put it back in, maybe. Trying to. Very arbitrary arrest. Those people weren't doing anything.
Man.
And there was no dispersal order, so I'm not really sure what they're going to get tagged for besides being in the street. This is not a very good line that they've formed. They've allowed people to be on the sidewalk behind their line. Riggedy, raggedy ordering out here by the police.
Red Pill, good to see you, brah. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, very valid question there. Mr. Ego says, why don't they protest in a park? Can't keep blocking the streets. That's right. Just as much as they have a right to protest, people have a right to travel freely and unobstructed. Chris.
All those arrests, I did not see
Amen,
any of those
April.
people throw
Yup.
anything.
God giveth, and he can taketh away.
Act like they're going to throw anything. Anything. I did see the person in the middle yelling, saying, "Don't kill people." He sounded like, I think he was from East Africa, possibly. Before they were cuffing him, he was like, it's broken. So he might even have like a hurt wrist, and that's what is taking so long for them to figure out how to cuff him. Looks like there's some more interaction going over here with that person they've arrested. Or no, more tape is being put up.
Let me just set this up over here. This out of your way. Give me 1 second. See if we got any other streams. I'll add Watchdog. Okay, we're down to Unicorn, Watchdog.
Oh, they just pulled out the bike squad. And
yeah,
now
it's
they're
pretty much
moving,
winding down at this point.
People to
Let me
double
get
space.
Watchdog up here.
The bike squad is usually the squad that makes the arrest. They'll come out, if they're around, they'll come out in like 4 deep and start to make the arrest. That one was just like a whole line moved. They've been talking about making these moves consistently with themselves. You see Lieutenant Severance, when he goes and talks to some of the other captains and lieutenants, they make their moves after that. They decide who to target. I think they were unsuccessful in their targeting attempts this time, as they only got 3 people that I don't think that they were trying to get, or maybe 4 or 5. But I don't think that they were aiming for those people that they got. They were just sort of consolation gets. You good? All right. Nope, they didn't.
Wayne.
To leave, yeah. But they didn't. They kettled everybody.
Just like they didn't the Friday night they fucking arrested us.
Yep. Yep. Hey, be safe, man.
Chris says, "Don't hurt his Fortnite
Person
wrist."
just got brought through the line. Said, "You okay?" He said, "No." They continued.
Red Pill,
they
Scott,
lied and
James,
said
good
they
to be
were
with
gonna give
you.
us a dispersal order for people who didn't want that smoke, and they never gave it.
James Bond, the First Amendment gives the right to protest, not to travel in cars in the street. That's correct. I think it's the Fourth Amendment enables the right to travel freely and unobstructed. Like, that doesn't just apply to, like, search and seizure. me get
Second
Watchdog
precinct
up.
CRT. This is not the cart team, it's the CRT.
All right, we're in
Not
the
sure
money.
difference. Here's the first precinct CRT. Is CRT chemical response team? Or is that different? That's chemical. Different.
Thank you. Good, Kevin.
Some audio here.
So talking about the shame games a little bit ago, and the community response team is Dayton Dubois and his folks are part of the community response team, and he actually gets made fun of by CART team officers because of possibly his engagement in the community response team or the community engagement team. Is it the same as community engagement team, or is that two separate things? Community separate. Okay, two separate things. Apologies. Totally separate. Community response team and community engagement team are different, as well as the CART team, chemical.
How you doing, bud? Good to see you.
Also the gang police.
I don't know. Somebody said there was looting. If anybody has any reports of looting, please let me know where the location is. I don't know. Somebody said there was looting. If anybody has any reports of looting, please let me know where the location is. And put it back on. Yeah. It's you. You got it. And put it back on. Yeah. We'll talk.
Hey, Tanya.
I got you, man.
Yes, it has. Yeah. Good to see you.
Why don't you want anyone to know who you are?
It seems to be like attack dogs don't agree with their biased narrative. Erica, please bring that to my attention. Everyone has the right to their opinion and their individual feelings. So everyone should be able to respectfully agree to disagree if they don't agree with somebody else. Please practice what I preach. Because I much respect someone with a differing opinion who is outnumbered 99-1 who has the balls enough to say it. You know, so long as, again, it's respectful. If they articulate it in a manner that's not disrespectful to anybody else, I agree.
So they added another lane. They did that because on that side they did something. So they added another lane.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry guys, I'm not watching. Oh, thank you for putting that shit on there. Haha, my donates. How much shit's donate? Sorry guys, I'm not watching. Oh, thank you for putting that shit on there. Haha, my donates.
She's talking about somebody who just got arrested.
You can't carry the tripod. You gotta shrink the shit. It just and shrink it up. And you can't carry the tripod around. So I'm gonna get the one that has. It just so I'll just pop those up and like this is it. Yeah, dude. So I'm gonna get the one that has the feet. Dude, I'm telling you. So I'll just pop those out and I can let this sit. That's what I'm having. I have right now. I'm on 5G. Oh yeah, dude. I'm telling you. This picture. I'm 12 Pro.
Nate, good to see you, bro.
That's what I'm having. I have right now. I'm on 5G. Yes. Well, this used to be my cleanest. So I have a cinema camera that goes in a year.
I don't. But this is only for this.
Yes. No. My cinema camera that goes in the cinema camera. But I'm just using my Sony right now. No. My cinema camera. So it doesn't fit in here with the battery pack. But I can take the battery. I'm just using my Sony right now, my A7. Right? Thank you, mods. Keep it going. It doesn't fit in here with the battery pack. But I can take the battery. I'll be right back. Keep it talking. All right. Thank you, mods. Keep it going. So I can put my Sony in here. So I apologize. But look, I got the phone holder. And I can put my. So I can put my.
Hey,
my
Kim.
Sony in here.
Thank you.
But look, I got the phone holder.
Eric, good to see you, bro.
Yeah. fits perfect. Dude, I can use this whole
Oh, we got somebody singing.
Just fits perfect.
Like I said, you can shake your head yes or nod your head no. One of the two.
Like if one of you just shot this man who's just asking you questions right now, I don't think any of you would be put on trial. Because you would all say you were scared for your life.
Hey, look who's here. Look who it is, y'all. Unicorn Riot.
What up, man?
What's up, man?
You want to talk at all?
Winston Smith!
Yeah, I'll talk, man.
All right, give me 1 second. Let's go. Grab this from me if you can.
Winston Smith!
You can introduce yourself. You don't have to. But I know you've been out here for a little bit.
Yeah.
What is your interpretation of what's happening right now?
Terrorism. We've been peaceful for 2 weeks. There was a car that just drove through going 100 miles per hour and killed my friend the other day. We were playing red light, green light with barricades up, and nobody bothered us.
Just to let you know, his audio's going to be off.
Yeah, I wish I did. Got it. Smart fit, dude. I use a compliment.
Right back around. We had no problems with anybody. We had no problems with anybody. And then they come in here, with SWAT cars. There's officers out here with suppressors on their guns.
We should, man. I'm telling
They have suppressors on their guns. So they can't hear when they shoot us dead in the street. They have suppressors on their guns, yo. I'm literally in this dude's face asking if I'm a person, if he's a person, and he won't even look at me. He won't even make eye contact with me, like he's a real robot. It's crazy, mind-blowing that all of this is for a peaceful protest.
I don't know if his audio is ahead or behind, but I have to sync it up in my program.
2 days ago by somebody that drove 100 miles per hour through us. I had to dive out the way. I watched it all happen. And this is the response? Tell me why when I called 911 that night,
Chris.
it took 8 minutes to get here, and then the ambulance took another 10 minutes. Why did the cop show up before the ambulance does?
Chatter.
When I call and say a woman was just ran over on Lake and Gerard.
Oh, Loretta.
Can I get any?
I'm honored.
Protecting us.
And hello, Miss Kimberly Crenshaw.
I just want answers. How is this
Henshaw,
protection?
excuse me.
Does this look like they're protecting us right now? They were just shooting at us.
Agreed, home
One
record.
of our photographers got shot in the nuts and arrested. One of our photographers for what? They were tear gassing us for what?
Yeah, exactly. Nailed it, record.
Words are too violent for them.
Halliburton,
Our words are
conflict
too
of interest
powerful.
much?
They hate it. They hate it. And that's what the fuck is wrong with this place, man. That's what the fuck is wrong with all these guys. Sorry I'm cussing. I'm kind of upset right now. This is mind-blowing. They really... Lake and Gerard, uptown.
Sorry,
Lake and Gerard,
it's hard to
uptown.
say full solid.
Winston Smith was shot 10 times in that parking ramp. 10 times unarmed. They called him a murder suspect, then retracted it. He was confirmed not to have a gun just a couple days ago. But that's not on the news. Y'all still think he's a murder suspect? Talk to me. Come to me. Ask me some questions. I'll educate you. Shot 10 times at the top of that rooftop. Deanna Marie was hit. Right down there. There's a memorial for her. And they was power washing her memorial off. Power washing her memorial where she died. Where she died. I watched her die right there. And they just come in here like none of it matters. Because we're fucking up their money. Because their money is worth more than our lives. And it's obvious. It's all right here. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see it? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta wake up. Wake up and smell the bacon, bro. Wake up and smell the bacon. Do you see what I'm talking about? He can't even look at me. Can you look at me, bro?
25.
Can I ask you a question?
So Target still
A
has.
simple question.
Yeah, it's
A
right
simple
there.
question. How
Hey, Tina. Good to see you. Lisa, good to see you, Miss Aguirre. Nikki Ann, you too? Yep, Erica. Hey, Mark. There was a bunch of stuff in the road for a memorial that was basically obstructing traffic, and they cleared it out. Let's check the multi, where it's at. Hmm. Straight preaching record. Yep. Agreed, Rec. Onyx, no sound from the streams. Oh.
Hey, thanks, Roman. I do appreciate that more than you can know. Hey, thanks, Roman. I do appreciate that more than you can know. I'm being a little loud.
So we came here and we was playing, volleyball. We was dancing. We was playing, just trying to bring a Cooper shuffle, cha-cha dance, and all. And we were just trying to bring love and unity together. You know what I'm saying? And Deanna Marie was like, to me, how I felt being around. She was like
I'm sitting down over there.
A long lost auntie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She brought that love in this square right here. And
they must got to take turns taking breaks.
I kept on saying that I have a bad vibe, you know what I'm saying? Something fell off, and we was just trying to come over the trauma that the cities that we've been going through. And so as we was playing red light, green light. I get halfway down there, where the sheriff car at right here. I hear. So when I got right to there with a paddy wagon, with a white truck, whatever.
I'm not trying to talk too loud to be perfectly honest.
I hear tires screeching.
The crowd has been very hostile towards
a loud takeoff, as a person was accelerating.
Very.
We had them smacked into the barricade. And long story short,
so when I got here,
we kept hearing we need a medic, and first
photographer, and they were pushing around. They were pissed as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, there we go. And they kicked out WCCO. They surrounded the car.
They just kicked out K11 over there.
Did they really?
What's the one?
Oh yeah, he's actually a nice guy.
He said he don't care about
That happened. I had to take
He doesn't
all
care about what?
charge in police to police in my own community. Winston Smith lost her life in this movement, and I feel like that it was a setup, because the reason why I say it, because all of them was on 32nd and Colfax, and they was on DuPont around the corner. That's how they got here so quick, because they were sitting ducks. Like I tell people, when they don't come, they send people. Like the verdict with George Floyd when that semi came through. So these are not no oops or just with a coincidence and stuff. We know this is all planned, and we know this is all, you know. I feel like honestly, this is all because I just don't know how to, like, I haven't never like took time to let my heart and my mind rest, because at the end of the day, my son had to grow up in this, you know, and my phone fell when I had detained her. It was on a criminal. It was on a investigation. I guess so. They had to take it to property and evidence, and the Sergeant Polito, whatever his name is.
Have a good night, Scott. Lori Pratt. Food and snacks is all we talk about here. We trigger each other. It's bad. Right, Mark? It's like common sense. Same thing to Lori. Oh. Tiff, I don't know of any details that came of the driver, of that incident. I know that he was a Caucasian, male, and I believe that they had like mental health, a history of mental health, issues, as well as like drinking, charges, DUI, if not mistaken. Ronnie, good to see you, brother. Peace right back to you, my friend. Swap up the audio.
To other people to share. I woke up the next morning after the incident, and
that was the gal who was killed. The gal who was killed.
The girl.
Yeah, that was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that did that. Yeah. So you talked to her.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I had a conversation with her. I just met her. I had a conversation. I had not just giving her my stream.
Take a look at the multi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's winding down.
I look, the next day I wake up.
I know some mobile games.
And, I posted something, an RIP post or something like that. And a buddy of mine commented on it. I woke up and saw it. And my stream was the last thing she posted.
That's crazy, dude. That's fucked up.
Yeah. So that made me feel some kind of way. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
It definitely made me feel some kind of way. So, so I feel.
Rest well, Kim.
I feel connected to her now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Eric.
Absolutely. Dude,
they had like a memorial, with like clutter and stuff in the road, and they basically came to clear it out. I think they arrested a total of between 6 and 8 people.
I looked at my Facebook.
Yeah.
And I wasn't gone
Yep.
an hour. It's a 15-minute drive home, 15-minute drive back. I wasn't going an hour.
I wish
Yeah,
I would have come out with this,
exactly,
to be honest.
Tim.
My wife and kids, though, they're excited I didn't come out.
Yeah.
They didn't want me to be around that shit.
Yeah.
I can't argue with them. Sorry. Dude, that's fucking crazy. So I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. The chopper.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yep. Same thing. Visual 12 Media Group. VIZUAL Media Group. The word 12, not the number.
Jenny Lynn, good to see you.
That was Jason from Minnesota News Now. He was asking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rest well, Kim.
I will. I'll post some of that.
Okay.
In the,
Yep.
description
You heard the
on
driver
YouTube
was
once,
impaired.
I
Thank
come
you.
here.
Who was that? Tilo? Appreciate you, brother.
We'll get those links out there sometime in the next 24 hours. So you.
I thought I read an article with the same, but I didn't want to say it
Yeah, because you probably
without
didn't
that.
have all that video.
I don't.
Right?
No.
Not of the actual.
No, but someone sent it to me.
Okay.
They don't have the video of the actual accident, but I
Comments take
have
power.
the after.
Yeah, fact.
And I didn't post it.
Stumacher.
I didn't even look at it that night.
Exactly.
That night, because when I hit play, and then I saw her laying there, I hit stop right away.
You know, when Katrina hit, they rounded up family heirlooms, modern platforms, everything. And they seized it all. And they tagged it, and they cataloged it, and they said they'd get it back. You guys know what happened with Katrina, the looting, and them having to shoot, law enforcement having to, neutralize threats, and etc. When a same-size superstorm comes through and hits Texas, constitutional carry state, I don't believe there was a single crime that took place. No looting. No need for law enforcement.
And it's and
because
I
they're a
say it,
deterrent.
A lot of other people have said it, that it's a blessing and a curse that for me.
They neutralized the situation before one ever became one.
My phone said 8%, and it was going down. No more battery.
It's just concerning when it comes to legislation because you listen to some of these politicians speak about certain Second Amendment firearms, and they have no understanding thereof. Yet they're going to pass legislation with these safe zones or gun-free zones. You're just telling a criminal, it's called soft target, where they should go. Hey, Mr. Bill, good to see you, sir. I've been floating around on your streams. Thank you very much for the games. And the break. Here and there. Always a pleasure, sir. He was right there and lucky not to be hit.
Hey, Peter, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
And that's the thing, Susan. She says they complain about the memorial being removed, but complain about the officer removing a car that was towed tonight. LOL, hypocrisy. And that's the thing, like, why couldn't they do a memorial, like, in a park? Like, not in the way of anyone traveling, not preventing anyone from getting food or going to a hospital. I bet you they would have found that it probably would have been left alone.
So we have an officer who's actually engaging right now.
Right back at you. And guys, only a Mr. Bill on YouTube. He's there. I know you guys over on Facebook, you don't see his page. He's no longer on that platform. But if and when you're on YouTube, and you might find the time, he's definitely a good dude and a streamer you guys know. That's only a Mr. Bill. And he's also on Twitch as well. Val, preach it, Tom. Well, it's common sense, Val. It's just common sense isn't very common anymore.
So go do your rounds around the block and make sure nothing's happening to us holding space peacefully. I'm gonna take 5 minutes real
John. And right, Susan agreed in the park, you know, somewhere out of the way. Civil disobedience regarding a man who was killed by police in a nearby parking garage. Winston Smith. They keep mentioning his name. Okay, I didn't hear that name yet. Thank you very much. Winston Smith.
No, there were about 30, I think.
That's true. That's true, Kim. Friends are different than acquaintances for sure, but no, you know, aside the very few and rare times, I think we can all agree nobody deserves to die, you know, or to lose their life. That is, unless they take it, and then that again is a very controversial topic for many, but it's not my decision to make. It's not my place, so
there are more cops here
I
now
don't comment to it. That being capital punishment.
They are resting. That's Nico over there. You can see that, Nico from Unicorn Riot.
Oh, no kidding. Right, Emma, that or the batteries ran out. They're out of stock. James Bond, where is here? You mean U.S. Army occupation.
I think that we're near the most active
Doc,
group. It looks like
welcome,
across
brother.
The street is less active. We do still have the police chopper above us.
Wow. Well put, Brian. Well put. See some for it. And exactly, that's my point. Crashed through a barricade into a group of people. The driver murdered one and likely will be charged with attempted murder of the others. Wow. I thought he was impaired. Sharon, I am alive. Thank you for asking. How are you?
So, and there are some people across the street. They are not being confrontational right now. Yeah, see what's across there.
But yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, you know, you don't just wake up to go to work one day and plan to get, you know, nailed by a drunk driver or, you know, somebody intentionally trying to take somebody out in a vehicle. Like,
Okay, we do have movement on the police side.
I'm glad to hear you are, Sharon. Amen. Yeah, vehicular manslaughter, odds are, Jen.
Jennifer, I can't argue with that one at all.
But if he was impaired in any way, that would be an additional charge, too.
What did he say?
Oh, God. They are all blaming law enforcement for the pedestrian in the street getting hit by a random car because she wasn't forced to be out there to protest against police brutality, then it wouldn't have happened. Thus, they are blaming the police. That's an interesting analysis, Erica.
I don't know.
But everybody being adults, they make the choices in their lives, right? So, like, I, as an adult, know to stay on the sidewalk.
We do have some more activity
You
now
know?
across.
And I didn't see what happened there. I don't know what happened there. But if
I was a
that's
little
what
windy.
led them out there in the first place, I
So
can
there again, there's
understand that
Nico.
aspect or that point of view for some people.
That's another photographer there down on his knee.
Yep. Mr. Hillard, I think the town, the people, if I'm not mistaken, they held a vote or something and they wanted, like, George Floyd Square, I guess because of the crime and the latest incident with the shots fired and etc. I guess based on the crime that's taken place there, that the city wants it cleared, and I think it's still there to my knowledge, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe I read an article, something to that effect.
It seems to cool down. It'd be cooling down just a touch.
Doc. Well, it's all live,
Again,
brother.
there are more cops
Yes,
here
indeed,
now
it is a
than there are
restream.
protesters.
But
There
the streamer's
is the
name,
chopper
location,
there.
and platform are in the top left-hand corner. Should you want to hit up the real streams, more than welcome to, my friend. Watchdog, we have him. Unicorn in the bottom right. I'll get some audio.
I am going to stand next to a sign, guys, and lean. My back is killing me. We do still have some stuff going on down there, which we cannot get to.
So again, there's been no dispersal orders. Jacob Fry, the mayor, said that they would give dispersal orders.
Hair and shoes. Not that I smoke weed, but somebody was smoking some weed right now. That's a smell.
Mr. Big Wheels. Don't mean to be nosy. You paralyzed? Yeah, brother. Not paralyzed, but degenerative spinal cord trauma. And I had surgery last month. But to no avail. Wow, that's an impressive number of views, Bond. Tom McDonald, yeah. I saw a little clip on the lyrics of that song. Very intricately written. I think he's from the UK, right? Yes, Tom. He was quickly charged with vehicular manslaughter. Yup. That charge is enough to keep him in custody. Yup. More serious charges. Yeah, exactly. They take longer to get that case file going. They likely undercharged. Yeah, exactly. Less burden of proof. Yep, that's all they need to retain him in custody. Yep. Okay, so it has been partially dismantled, George Floyd Square. They had it there for just over a year. Yup. Thanks, Susan. That's just one aspect. It's more like being constricted alive with spasticity. And then my sleep schedule, I've been waking up at 3 on the dot and falling asleep like evening hours. And then so I'll be up from 3 a.m. until like 3 p.m. And it's kind of like waking up at 9 a.m. and it being 9 p.m. And yeah, I've just been down for the count. So I'm sorry for my absence, everybody. As I said, I definitely have had you guys in thought. And saw this going down tonight and was up to it. So sorry I was late to the party, but thankful we got to meet up. And to share your company tonight. Thank you, Kim. He's Canadian. Thank you, Val. He's Canadian. Okay. Swamp up the audio.
If we're going to find out what's really going on, we got to be here and we got to be civil. So just do your best. Try to get along. Don't try to freak the fuck out. Because the reality is that some shit's going down.
They have to verify if you're a person or not.
So I was just over there. Oh yeah, I'm not stopping, guys. I'm not stopping.
They have to know my name to verify if I'm a person or not. My mind is blown and I just heard that. I went down the line and asked each and every one of them to know my name to verify if I'm a person. They're not protecting us, yo. That's great. I cannot believe I just happened. Bro, like I am so angry that last thing I want to do is knock over this fucking yellow tape by accident.
Did they dismantle the memorial? It appeared they were leaving that. Good question, Mr. Hillard. That was the last thing that I saw the dump bucket by, but I didn't see it scoop it up or anything like that. That's a good question.
Oh, where? What other end?
Oh, right there. There's troopers right there.
See him? Yep, I see him. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to. No, go for it. Is that cop? Oh no, that's a press. That's somebody. That's a press member. Huh. Okay, let's see if we can get.
Yeah, Linda, it's I wish it was my back. It's the spinal cord. It's aside being completely obliterated, the discs
They're gonna be out tomorrow
of the spine and the nerve roots, it's partially dead from trauma. So it's called a chronic cervical myelomalacia.
Is that true? Fuck me. Yeah, they'll be out tomorrow.
So, like anything in your body, if it ends in malacia, it means like it's dead. It can happen to an organ, or in this case, when it happens to your spinal cord,
here tomorrow.
and it's in your neck, it affects your whole body. But since I had the procedure, I've just been incapacitated, like flat on my back, and the stiffness and spasticity is getting worse, and it's just the tail end of 10 years of failed treatments, therapy, surgeries, and etc. You know. That's why if there's one thing I can convey to any of you, it's don't kill yourself for other people. Don't take one step forward in the present to take 10 steps backward permanently in your future. That's not worth it. Oh, Emma, I see you.
Isn't that crazy? I thought it was a tactical vehicle for a second.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
I don't know, man. I kind of like it.
No, it's kind of badass.
Onyx, can you hop over to Facebook? For some reason, my mouse is not, or my commands are not working on the page. Malik, a frequent flyer.
Yeah, I will absolutely be here tomorrow then, for sure. I might have to be here a little early, though. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly. That's what every doctor I've been seen by since 20 has said. Their face turns ghost white. They just shake their head and say you're too young. But and then each year they do a scan, more herniations, more stenosis, more, stuff that takes your life.
Todd, you want to come? I'm absolutely in. I'll pick you up, get you that badge, get you a press pass.
Oh, no kidding. So a citizen held him in citizen's arrest until the cops got there. No kidding.
Oh, troopers are leaving.
Oh, you had a spinal stimulator implanted, Linda?
You can see it. Those troopers are
Yeah, I
leaving
had a spinal cord stimulator implant. Failed. It migrated
I hear something going on.
from C1 down, and then for 2.5 years I needed imaging and a surgery that I couldn't get, and it got extracted May 2019, and then too late. But I'm thankful to hear that it worked for you. A lot of people, if it's more from mild to moderate, neuropathy and herniations, but I'm thankful to hear you can get up to 50% pain reduction, but it's more of a masking of the pain. You just feel like that pins and needles, that e-stim sensation instead of. See, but my issue is I have C-spine and L-spine radiculopathy, so the nerve damage to my arms, it would just electrocute my arms and make them, jolt into me. So I'm thankful to hear you didn't have any issues with yours and that it's helping above all.
Dennis? Hey, how you doing? I'm Nico.
What's left of me is gonna wish I was Paige. At least if I or somebody else was paralyzed, they wouldn't feel it. Be alert and oriented on all spheres. Have to go through it. Not to come across as complaining or anything. It's just what to do with what's humane and inhumane. Appreciate you, John. Scott, Tilo, James, Doc, Val, Michelle. Good to be with you guys over on YouTube. Tommy, Eric, Erica, John, Paige, Linda, Eric, Mr. Hillard, Emma, Miss Sharon. Good to be with you guys. Good to see the new names tonight. Just want to welcome everybody. And Ron, I see you, brother. Sneaking in.
It's also
Lindsay, this is a restream. Name location is in the top left. My apologies for the reversed caps there. Throwing you a curveball. Let's take a look at the multi. Yeah, we're on the last stream.
Sorry.
Right back at you, Miss Jeffers. Right back at you.
Thank you, Frank. That was very nice. I will stay safe.
Yeah, Lisa. Yup, I remember that in the beginning. Feels like little spider webs. Like that fibromyalgia sensation, you know? Yeah, Lindsay, as long as it's live. Yup. Everything on this page will always be, unless otherwise specified. So this is currently actually from Twitch, but we had YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook tonight, and that's kind of what I do. Try to bring them to whatever platform you're on and give you guys a respectful and calm setting to chat. And that's just the only thing that I ask of you. If you expect respect, then please extend it.
Yeah, it's very interesting watching
to others.
The dynamics, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Both sides. You know what I mean? Like when we see what we see is not, we're not engaged.
Yeah. Ideally, we shouldn't be engaged.
When you attack.
Good to have you from South Africa, Rio.
Have been attacked?
Oh yeah.
By protesters or by police? Yeah.
I'll have to show you.
Do you have video? Yeah.
On video, they did it to me on
Amen,
video.
Ria.
Screaming, hey, dude, press. They had shot.
Appreciate your gratitude and presence with us tonight, especially from across the pond.
So it's uptown. This is the old Wells Fargo building. You know where that is down there by Precinct 5.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So that was on fire, and the people who live in the apartments there. The people who live in the apartments are protecting press. And I saw that there were 3 press members in the parking lot towards that street that, I'm trying to remember I'll figure it out. There's a line of probably 300 police officers, that 31st, yeah. And so they're all marching, and they tear gassed everybody.
Amen, Sharon.
I'm going to help them because fuck you, let's get them out of there.
More in the future.
Big cameras and shit.
As well.
My badge up. Hey, press. Shotguns up. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I took one to the chest.
No way, really. That's ridiculous.
Day 4.
What'd you say?
Day 4 last
Chicken,
year.
Irish.
Oh, really? I summer ago last year. I didn't even have.
Irish
lists.
commented
Actually,
curry in caps. Chicken curry? Huh?
Hey, no problem, Ryan. Sorry, go ahead. Yep.
Yup, Aaron, that's spot on. Benadryl definitely helps with itching. Yup. Diphenhydramine. No kidding. Mr. Hillard said there was some talk they wanted to tie his legs. To his knowledge, the guy with the chokehold said it wasn't needed. The guy charged with vehicular manslaughter hit 4 people, and 1 was bleeding out before everyone's eyes. Man, that's horrible. Why not do what's necessary to hold them there for police? Absolutely. If necessary, restrain the legs and arms, for sure. Honestly, just having experience in wrestling, a rear naked choke, which is a sleeper hold for people who are unfamiliar. More times than not, opposed to fighting or trying to restrain. If you just flex right around the jugular, 3 to 5 seconds, they'll be out. Just hold that.
How everything just changes.
And let go.
What I was gonna say was, I think the first time we actually encountered each other was last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in like the middle of
Hey.
shit. I had some of my people home. My person.
Eric, Semper Fi, brother. Always faithful.
Oh, day 5. So you're talking the semi.
Good to have you, brother.
Yeah. So I was up on that terrace.
Emma, you sleep well. I'm not far behind you, girlie. Good to see you tonight. And
I got
just
there
the same
5
to everybody
minutes
else. Pleasure to be with you guys.
So we were absolutely there.
Yeah, no, and what happened was, you know when they started kettling everybody?
Yeah.
You and I ended up right next to each other.
It's okay,
You were
so...
on my live. I was live that time.
You were? Okay.
Yeah.
I have my chocolate cigarettes and I'm going to have one, so thank you. Sorry. So that was when I got film of the National Guard firing their weapons. It was right after that. Dude, I should show you some of the shit I have. I'm the only guy with
Matt,
that video, and then
Susan,
the
Tarina, Val,
Bro,
I filmed the Umbrella Man.
Erica.
That viral clip?
Good to be with you guys.
I'm in that fucking clip.
Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. If you're the one on
Yeah,
Reddit that everyone's like, fuck,
he was smiling about it, I figured.
Yeah, the one where he's knocking the window out. He's got the umbrella over his head.
Wow.
You know how there's the one where a guy like
Mr. Hiller, do you know his name? I'll pull up his mugshot.
Bro, I'm literally in the background
And
of that video. I
you're
was doing
spot
my own
on,
shot
bro.
at that time. The thing is, I had a bunch of mace in my eyes, so I couldn't fucking see.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't even
me.
see that was happening.
I filmed that.
So
That
I'm
was-
also doing a bit during that same time you're doing that.
That is fucking hilarious. So
That's crazy as hell.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was day 1 for me.
That's right,
That was the
Paige.
day 1 of protests.
Yeah,
the day before.
Not that that's any excuse, you know, that he had mental health issues, but it's consistent with someone smiling, taking pleasure in something like that.
Hey, bear with me, guys. If there's any mods on there, go ahead and talk. Talking to another person.
If you guys haven't reacted yet, you deem the quality of content and coverage worthy of it, definitely just helps get this out to more awesome people like you. Over on Facebook, we got 125 in the house.
No, that's after
87
me.
reactions.
So that is after me.
Let's get those fingers busy.
So that is me.
Just the same over on YouTube.
Fuck you! Holy shit!
The 90 people hanging out. If you deem it worthy of a bump in either direction,
All right,
I
so
appreciate you guys.
Same time, but because
And it's good to be with.
Okay, so here, do me a favor. No, you're on. What thing in Reddit are you on?
I'm not sure. Someone just sent this to me.
Here, let me. Oh, hold on.
You got it, operator. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Not gonna.
Sorry, go ahead.
Not gonna report standing
We'll
up.
talk.
Oh my God.
Just want them to leave my car alone.
Oh snap! We got a runner. That's the slowest foot pursuit I've ever seen. That was like a little hesitated run there. Stutter step. Hey, Val. Good to see you.
If I have
Vicky,
an issue, let
good
me
to
know.
see you as well.
Ooh, thank you, Rob.
Watch out.
Thank you, Lindsay. Oh, fuck me.
So that's
Oh, thank you. Hang on, I got his mugshot. Let's pull this guy up.
Yeah, they don't want us in the streets.
Yeah, as long as you guys keep off the streets right now, you guys are good. Okay, record.
Yep, you
All
just
right.
let us know where.
Let's take a look at this guy.
Much appreciated. No, but thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Sorry. I like reminding them.
We got her.
Hang tight, guys.
Oh, it was a
Hang tight.
female. Look at that.
Sir, no, explain to me how I was a public
What are you being arrested for?
I'm being a public nuisance. My First Amendment right.
Got him. All right. Let's take a look-see. Alright. Let me pull this down. We'll take a look at this guy. Get him in the bottom corner. So we'll take a look at our dude who crashed through the barriers here. This is my man. Get him out of your way. Hang on. Come back in a second. But as you can see, he's definitely smiling in his mugshot. Suspect in custody. DL. Right, Doc? There's no need to defund when they got all that OT taken out of the budgets. Oh, Oreo Express has a different feed? I didn't know Oreo was live.
They're dragging one foot, not both.
No kidding.
No, you're good, man.
Hang on one sec, Val. Let me see Oreo. For anybody wondering, this is the dude here who did it. And those are the charges. It's got 3 counts. Criminal vehicular manslaughter. Oh, homicide. He got charged with vehicular homicide. Get this out of your way. Let me see if Oreo's live.
Sorry for the interruption.
Did you get that on video?
Yeah.
Really starting to like y'all.
Dead clear. I didn't have my my Forte on, but I got the stream.
Bro, this is fucking crazy. I can't believe I just saw this.
I don't see Oreo live on Facebook.
What the fuck?
I can check
This is,
Twitch, where they sometimes stream.
No, he was grabbing the.
No, I saw this dude go down, dude. He didn't move at all.
No, he was just grabbing water. He was just grabbing water.
Yeah. They were trying to say that he wasn't unconscious, that he was talking to them.
Oh, got it. Yeah, no.
I don't know, dude. I didn't see the dude move at all after he went down. I saw him
I
get
didn't
down.
hear a sound.
Yeah, Oreo's not live.
Were you live when they got tackled? Did you get it too? What is your live on?
It's Watchdog Citizen.
Oh,
News.
Watchdog. Okay.
Yeah. I'll post 7 of them. I know I stream until 7 different apps. It's a new thing. But,
Hey,
YouTube
Ian, good to see you, brother.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll message you. Or look up Umbrella Man. I got that video. That's mine.
And he had 5 prior DUIs. Thanks, D.
Sorry, I know that sounds like I'm bragging. It's easy. That's how people know who I am. They don't know me.
What is your name, bro?
I'm Brad. See?
Oh,
We know
Erica
each
says
other
they used a
for a year.
previous
He's in my
mugshot.
Umbrella
No
Man.
kidding.
Yeah, dude, I went on
A year ago.
I was on the background of that Umbrella Man just when we first started.
We should get shot at up in Brooklyn Center.
Yeah, agreed, Jenny Lynn. Yeah. A plea bargain. That'll likely get dropped from a homicide down to a manslaughter charge. It can, but in his case, those are pretty serious
Thank you for
charges.
posting that, guys.
3 different counts, or 3 different charges, rather.
And you're not letting me cross my publicly paid for street. Can I cross? Lost me? Hands up. Nothing? That's bad. That seems pretty shit. Why can't I? Because you say so?
Apparently I'm in you know, card carrying member, right?
But I can't cross the street. And you all get pieces delivered.
Uh,
Yeah, bud.
takes all sorts to make the world move.
Thanks for nodding, bud.
Yeah, Brian.
What's wrong with my daughter tonight?
Figure 7 for the vehicular homicide.
Okay, still.
5 to 7 for the other charges per.
Oh, hey, Rob's on.
20 years minimum.
There you are, Rob. Sorry. Yeah, she came to Brooklyn Center one night. It was the night after. It was peaceful. The police didn't show up.
Oh, and then they showed up that night, dude. The next night.
The next night. And she had a flashbang off 10 feet from her. Dude, you want to see me when you're
I don't want to see that.
Oh, yeah, without question.
you don't.
Brienne on the vehicular manslaughter. I mean, he's getting charged with vehicular homicide. So even if he goes the plea bargain route, and he pleads that down, vehicular homicide is 7 years normally. 5 to 7. Yeah, 5 prior DWIs. That's crazy.
Thank you, Todd. Why don't you explain to them who you are and why you watch me? And again, thank you, Todd.
Christy, good to have you. Doc, just the same. D, Irish, James, Bri, good to be with you.
Oh, really?
He might be. I'm not sure. Right now. You would hope every single officer would be like this.
Yeah, Marvin. In many cases, yup.
Only cowards give people shit for hiding behind the First Amendment, which we actually fucking embody. That's kind of a dumb person. Who says that kind of shit? Only cowards hide behind the First Amendment. You know, yeah. You mean the Constitution, right? That's probably one of the dumbest fucking things I've seen on here. Yeah, you really can't hide behind a constitutional amendment. You kind of have it or you don't. Look at... Oh, hey.
Literally doing our job for us. We were standing in the street blocking it, and now they're standing in the street blocking it.
Yeah, John, actually. John says he'll bunk with Siobhan. Actually, they're both in Minneapolis, so yeah. And Siobhan is up for, what is it, sentencing tomorrow, if not mistaken? Hey, Miss Joey Carr, good to see you.
Thank you for coming over.
How are you?
That's Rob. So Rob, we took this.
Oh, no kidding, Doc. You went through Explorer training? Good for you, brother.
So I'm here. There's Rob. So Rob's on the other screen right now. So people who are watching me are also watching
Yep,
Rob.
That's right, Doc. In many cases, they have more rights. Like, for example,
So now
if you
his-
work in the penal system,
Yeah, so
the inmates, generally speaking...
None of these other officers know about it.
Sorry, I was basically saying how in the penal system, in many cases, the inmates have more rights than the sheriffs do.
And look at all these officers out there.
That's not to say that
One out of all of these officers
there
knows
aren't situations that involve internal affairs and external investigations that are completely wrong, but that doesn't define that profession at all. Chip, good to see you, brother.
So apparently, they're saying that she had a panic attack and they
Yeah, agreed, Marla, on that appeal. Yep.
Capital. Good to see you, man. I've been out here. We had some shit going on.
It's not
It
just
has been
mine.
absolutely crazy.
I shouldn't be the only one allowed to cross the street. There's nothing happening.
Again,
No
everybody wants to pick and
Why
choose
don't
their
y'all
fucking
dismiss?
amendments.
Get out of
Just
here.
pick them all.
You're not wanted.
Yeah, that is the girl they tackled. I didn't see that part, but yes, it is.
No, but
Yes.
He's got so many undecent cops that wouldn't let me across.
So the police called in ambulance and fire.
Not giving names.
It was absolutely for that person they tackled and knocked out.
This is unlawful to the Constitution that you pledge an oath to.
The guy
Let's do the same thing again with Caps Lock.
Right
Come on.
to do this. It's our right to do this.
Yeah, sorry that I disconnected everybody. I
You
really
can hold the Constitution if you are directly the line up.
pushing buttons.
All right.
The guy they tackled was not on the street when they tackled him. He was on the sidewalk.
You feel like you're better than me?
So again, in the event you missed it, our dude who drove through those pylons, their barrier at George Floyd Square,
Way more
was it?
telling than your job. I'm sorry.
Is going to be this dude right here.
How many deadly drivers are out there? People that don't know what they're doing? People that are paying attention that are looking at their phones?
The person that they tackled was not
This
standing
dude right here.
in the street, Todd.
I do.
And we are staying. Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
If you're new to the page, just want to welcome you guys. Anybody here being welcome, just ask that you guys be respectful.
Yes.
This stream is Watchdog Citizen, and it's coming to you from Twitch. So if you're hanging out on YouTube, over on Facebook, you guys appreciate it and deem it worthy of a bump. It's most appreciated. And that's just to bring this to more people, have the pleasure of having contact with more people like yourselves.
Unfortunately, bikers also bike the wrong way, down the wrong way.
We have 12 Media on here too, guys. That's who the other guy is.
Yeah, James, spot on. And if you notice, as that West Coast, as it went on, you could see how when they came down off of their high, they were like zombies afterwards, how they almost didn't know what to do after the night of rioting, and they just kind of would stand there in the streets.
There's no crime right now, so why can't we cross this publicly paid for street? We pay for all y'all's salary. Even though you pay taxes, you pay taxes for your own shit. So don't try to throw that at me.
Hell yeah, guys. Thank you. Share that shit out.
Bullshit. You guys are tired.
Thank you.
Stop publicly. No. Stop harassing
Hey,
my
were you
community.
guys talking about Rob's stream too? And I apologize if you were. I'm not watching this, so I apologize. I didn't mean to interject my side if it was over there.
Actual criminal.
Here's what I'll do. I think you're right. I'm going to remove him right now.
Rochelle, appreciate your coverage. I appreciate your presence.
It's
Thanks
getting
for
a little
hanging
loud
out.
and I don't want to talk over it. Yeah, I apologize for that.
Red Monkey says, quote, I'm being a public nuisance. She admitted it.
And he gets his nose into places like I do, but we're going to go.
Yeah, Tarina. She says they have parks to play in, and that's what we were saying before is with, their memorial. If they had done that in like a park or, not somewhere that was like a thoroughfare, a public street, how the odds are it would have been left alone, And to the gentleman's point there, saying, you know, get out of the street, like, we have a right to move in the street. Like, that's why they were there moving what was in the, there was a couch, there was wood, there were pallets. Like, that's why they were moving that out of the way before.
I have a monopod and a cage, so I like if I let it go, it'll flop around. So yeah, I am holding it some.
Miss Betty White, good to see you,
Yeah,
miss.
sorry about that, guys. I like Rob and all. It's just he's kind of in the middle of some sound, and it always works best when, like when I had Kevin on here. Kevin and I were doing this split screen. We had him mute while he walked around.
Yep, that's right, Tarina. You can get a DWI if you test positive for pot too. And you can get an AI as well.
No problem, Rob.
You don't have to blow a
really
.08 or higher to get a DWI. You can get an AI with a .04 or a .02 if you're ability impaired.
I'll get that again, all right?
You can still catch a charge. Still have to go to the Alcoholics Anonymous and go through the legal stuff.
Thank you.
That's right, D. The guy was arrested and had 5 prior DWIs. How does someone like that still have a license? You know?
Cussing is not non-PC. Yeah, Rob is visual 12. Correct. Correct, Blue Eyes.
Aaron says, more cops than revolutionaries. At present, yeah. But in general...
His is visual 12. If you want to write it out, it's visual with a Z. And 12 spelled out.
Right back at you,
Yep,
Miss White.
That's him. Rob and I met in Brooklyn Center. And
yeah, there you go, Wayne. There you go. He nailed it. He said the streets were made for cars, not people. Unless it's a crosswalk.
Sweet deal, yes. Yeah, there you go, April. Thank you. Yeah, they're pressure washing the street every day. All right, so the police have done multiple raids on protesters and arresting people.
He was driving after it was revoked? Okay, so his license was... He didn't have a license?
Sorry, I was trying to read.
For an agency and city of how many?
Was killed by another person. It was not police. It was a protester who was killed. And so police came out here about 2 o'clock today and started dismantling all the barricades blocking the street. Protesters put the
hyper redundancy, man.
Barricades back up. And
not just with squads, but units as well.
Violently arresting people. It is not Wapaton. Damn, Sierra. Wapaton.
Damn.
Sorry, I don't mean to. Wapaton. I can't even. Again, the English part of me. Wapaton.
Say those are 3.5 foot billy clubs. Hickory.
Damn, Sierra.
If I had to guess.
Thank you. Oh,
would not want to get hit with one of those suckers.
I thought it was me for the person that was.
That'll get your attention.
But it was for a woman who was on Unicorn Ride's stream who was losing her shit. Looks like her arm is.
Sharon asks, does anyone know about the injuries of the other folks? Mr. Hillard, I believe, mentioned before, I think 4 people were actually struck, and one of them was, had internal wounds, was bleeding out in front of them there. Oliver, good to see you, brother.
Damn,
we still going, baby. We still going.
Schizophrenic state, right? Like Pittsburgh to Philly, they are like 2 different countries.
No shit, Tilo. I forgot that.
I like both cities, and that's probably going to get me shot somewhere. Oh my God!
Good to see you, brother. Good to hang. Nate, right back at you too, bro.
Pennsylvania is funny as fuck. Jersey said, all right, yeah, New York. Listen, I love the East Coast.
Quintessentially American. Think of, yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Exactly.
Thank you, Patty.
Refusing
Much
to sit at the
appreciated.
back of the bus. Proud
Oh.
Boys. Take to the streets.
I'd much rather
Yep.
not be doing
Exactly.
Shit, you know that, guys, right?
But also, in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, he is the one who said you
Central New
cannot
York.
break the law to change
Listen,
the law.
last
He
summer,
did engage in social
yeah, I drove to
disobedience,
Montreal
however,
and, spent a week in
wasn't
Montreal,
setting
spent a
things
week
on
in,
fire,
in
or
Maine, but we spent a
harming
bunch of time
anyone.
in between central New York. Well, okay, listen, part of where we
Amen.
stayed was what, Plattsburgh,
Yep.
the armpit of New York.
Mr. Hillard said streets are quintessentially public forums for
And,
purposes of First Amendments,
I grew
streets,
up, I
sidewalks,
lived in
and
Montreal
parks.
for a while.
That's right.
Ooh, Clearwater. So
Public
wait,
easements
is
as
the
well.
Clearwater Beach different than just regular Clearwater? Susie?
Which do
My uncle
extend
lives
on
down
to
in,
private
Clearwater.
property if
So
they
just
are
what's it,
within 6
just
feet
north or just
of a
south?
thoroughfare.
Yeah, it's upstate. Fuck yeah, it's upstate. But we have to go through there to get to Central, right?
for the public.
I love New York. And yeah, fuck yeah, Clearwater's great. Thank you, Walter.
Exactly, Nate.
How's Georgia for heat right now? That place is a fucking steam bath. I can't stand being down there when it gets hot.
That's right,
Then the beach. Okay,
SCVM.
got it.
Yep.
That's Syracuse, Australia. Okay, yeah.
Welcome,
absolutely.
by the way,
I was
Ra.
actually looking at houses over there. Possum Trot. Is that Glenn,
Tanya,
really?
doesn't
Possum Trot?
unemployment run out this week? No, I believe it goes until,
So hold on, let's see here.
is it not
the
September, guys? I believe
for
that's
Georgia?
when the federal unemployment funding is
See if
going to
I said that
expire.
right.
Don't cite me on that. Same as, yep. And then if you want to go like to the opposite pole of MLK, you had what was his name? Malcolm X. He was more of, of a rather
Hey,
than
I'm gonna be on
passive. He
tomorrow
was
night,
more
just so
aggressive,
everybody's
if
clear.
not mistaken.
The girl who was killed yesterday, her birthday is tomorrow, and so yeah, there's probably gonna be probably gonna be a bunch of people on. The Finger Lakes, hell yeah. Hey, caution tape is very important. I think it's police line tape. Is it caution? I don't know. I think it says police line do not cross. Is there a different name?
Gandhi. There's a name. Now
Sorry.
there is a person.
Take me to your leader.
It's September. Thank you, Lise. Yep. Thank you, Linda. So there's the answer, guys. September is when things should get interesting with the influx of positions available for employment. 10 million.
I don't give a shit. We're all
currently,
gonna fucking disagree, guys. Listen.
Per the last jobs
I
report.
married somebody I've been with for 30 years, and we fucking disagree with on a bunch of things, but I love her to death. So yes, we can all disagree, but fuck, just be a decent person.
Did any of you see the comments?
There you go.
And you know that I don't comment to politics, but I will comment
Hey,
to the
you.
quote.
It says unverified user, so I don't
it
have
was
a
stated by Putin
name on that, but thank you for that
about the
donation.
current president.
Hey, listen, on all 7
About the
streams, we're
irony
hitting-
of his prosecution or those in Washington persecuting a certain group.
Super okay.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I
The
think his
400
gear
to
is all
350, 400 or so who
side
broke
note,
the
we're at
law and
1,000
did what they
people across
did,
all
that's
7
not
streams,
acceptable, and they
so thank
will
you,
be
guys.
charged accordingly. But anybody hear what Putin said
so
about that?
I don't know if
That's
anybody's
selective
curious.
prosecution.
Listen, being
Persecution.
decent's the only way it works. Oh, hey, hold on.
Ronnie boy, have a good night, my brother.
Alrighty then. Hey, no problem, Capital. Gold, dude, listen, I could really use a snack. I left all my shit back in the car.
Yeah, Andrew. And also, statistically, black on black crime. But
so there are
Andrew
protesters,
mentioned
and
the
I'm on the
number
wrong
one
side
killer
of
of
all the action
minorities,
that's going on.
and
I didn't
he
want to
states
try
it's
crossing the
abortion.
street.
In his opinion.
Here. Oops, sorry. Give me a sec, guys.
Yeah, Loretta. I'll definitely pull it up. Because, I've never been, I don't think anybody's really fond of Putin. But to call a
Do you guys
spade a
mind if I
spade like that,
cross? I just
it was,
over there. Yeah, that's all. I
was
just wanted to make
interesting.
sure we're all good. Thank you. I actually have 7 streams going on right now, if that helps. It's multicasting.
Yeah, exactly, D. Yep. Yep. John.
Another one. Thank you, guys.
Let me see if I can find the quote page. Let me find it for you guys. Tim Poole did
This is the area where Winston Smith
a
was killed.
podcast with the article on it.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch
Let me
too.
see if
We're
I can
streaming on
find
Twitch
it.
right now. No, the crime tape is to just limit where everybody's going. Yeah.
And
Man,
it pertains to the G7 summit
John,
that's
it's
been going
hard
on.
to explain. I can encapsulate a little bit. 2 o'clock. The city showed up to tear down stuff. Protesters put it all back. Police have been here arresting people and taking over quite a bit. And it's been kind of a crazy, hectic night, to be honest. Yeah, I'm confused a little bit too. It's I've been showing up really late recently to these things. I just gotta start showing up earlier. You're talking about Rob. Rob is a different streamer who is on the same system as I am. I use Haps, and so I can actually invite him onto the stream, and you can see both of our streams. I can actually do that with 3 or 4 different streams if we really wanted to. Oh no, you ready for the zigzag? Hold on, here you go. So we're not supposed to be in the street. We have to be on the sidewalk. But they crossed the sidewalk with tape. So and it goes across right there. I think Rob is here with Visual 12. Nico from Unicorn Riot is over there. I do not know if he's actually streaming. Things have calmed down just a bit right now.
Do you feel like you broke the glass ceiling, honey? Yeah, go, yes, please. Hashtag girl boss. Yeah, you, hon. Talking to you, baby.
I don't know. I just work here.
Yeah. Go, girl boss. Ops the girl boss. Hashtag girl power.
Todd, I do not think that he is going to get reelected. The problem is that they're going to go with somebody who's going to be hyper progressive, which is also not helpful.
Yeah, I got the interview.
Yeah. Good. Is Rob still good? Oh yeah, Rob's is set up. He's right there. There he is. Honestly, that's half the stuff that we film here is what the protesters do. The police presence is absolutely an intimidation factor. Yeah, any donations too? If there's still people watching, we're over 1,000 right now across the 7 streams. Fry is not quality. Oh. Yeah, any donations to help out, that just literally helps gas and keep things going. Difference in quality?
Putin challenged Biden to a one-on-one debate that would be broadcasted live. Reacting to Joe Biden calling him a killer.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry. I was reading all the comments and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, they took a guy down over there real hard. Ask nicely. I know it sounds stupid. You're not supposed to be in the street. Just, hey, I'm just going to cross. You're press. You're good. Oh, no, I should trust me. I work with that stuff. They have to push it in the face. Listen. It sounds funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to lose that there.
Yeah, I got it.
I apologize.
Double standards.
It's from earlier.
Quote, comparing it to the prosecution of people who participated in the January 6th Capitol riot, according to the Washington Post. These are not looters or thieves. These people came with political requests. Here, I'll pull this up for us.
I don't either. That's not what I expected.
Get it in the bottom right.
Oh, okay. No, the reason I was asking about the difference, to be perfectly honest with you, I just got a new phone. Family member helped me out, and it's a better phone. So I was
Pulling
worried
it
about
up
quality.
now. Hang on one sec. Bottom left.
Hold on a second, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Is that us?
Yes.
All right. So, less than 2 weeks later, the Kremlin's leader condemned Washington's treatment of the government as an example of America's double standards, comparing it to the prosecution of people who participated in the January 6th Capitol riot, according to the Washington Post.
Thanks, Sue.
These are not looters or thieves. These are people who came with political requests, Putin said Friday of the supporters of then-President Donald Trump who entered the Capitol in a demonstration over the integrity of the November election. Later this month, the Russian leader plans to meet with President Joe Biden in Geneva. The leaders are expected to discuss mutual concerns on coronavirus, terrorism, climate change, while issues including human rights, trade, and international competition remain highly contentious. Rising above the significance of the meeting, there remains an everlasting sentiment in the United States that despite the seriousness of the crimes committed, every American citizen is entitled to due process and equal protection guarantees.
But once you get off, you shouldn't be streaming mine.
When Congress, federal and state law enforcement agencies, and parts of the nation's new informal social policing apparatus conduct a nationwide search to capture those associated or affiliated with the Capitol riot, the very fabric of self-government is beset by those merely strive to create an ideological monolith. The U.S. is not structured, nor does it function like Europe's last dictatorship.
Which one's that?
But what often gets unnoticed is that authoritarianism is at home,
Oh yeah,
is nothing more than an
We'll figure
abbreviation
it out.
from the normal state of affairs. If democracy can be saved by imprisoning large swaths of a political faction, the purpose of the American Republic has been lost.
Hell yeah. We'll get, yeah, please do.
And this is from June 7th. And Lexi, what's his name? Lexi Rivalde.
Hey, Frank,
He survived
frankly,
being poisoned
that was Rob and I.
in Russia.
There are very few people left here.
And I believe Germany airlifted him out of there. They evac'd him.
Probably 4 times as many.
Thank you very much, Nate, by the
police
way,
officers here now than there
for covering my 6 over there. Nathan, what is this voiceover? This voiceover is Ultimate Podcast Report. This stream is Watchdog Citizen from Twitch. Welcome to the party, pal.
Hey, you too,
The
man.
words
You
of
coming out
Die Hard.
tomorrow? Okay, because did Nico tell you it's her birth? The gal who was killed yesterday, it's her birthday.
Fact, Oliver. Fact.
There's a mark schedule at 6 o'clock.
They run
What's your name?
the Democratic
Nasser?
Party as well. You
Brad?
can see what's
Nasser?
going on with the
We'll talk again,
anti-Semitism
all right?
there
Hey,
and how they
I'm gonna go
can't
back through
agree
with
or
all my videos
disagree
now and just find you on
as a whole.
Motherfucker. Hey, good luck, man. I know I want to restart just to kind of get everything back to normal.
I think many of
But to
those
be
people are
perfectly honest,
taking
over the
advantage.
7
Yeah,
streams that
agreed,
we have
Mr.
going,
Hillard. Yep. They're
I have a
piggybacking
1,000
off of it.
Let's see here.
Hoodlums. Yep.
1.15 thousand people watching.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
agree, Mr. Hillard. There's two aspects to it. One is the validity to that, and then the other is the riffraff,
Yeah, I know, Bryce.
the
I'm
hoodlums.
sorry. It's a brand new system, and we're literally trying to figure out how this all works and how to make it a useful system. To be honest, the system itself is generally made for people sitting in a home
Legion,
studio.
good to see you, brother.
Doing something and not doing what we're doing. So we're kind
Legion
of
says, in my honest opinion,
and
it's
using
going
it
to
for
be a
ours.
show between Biden and Putin to further
not
humiliate
the common
Americans,
use
specifically
case for this. It is
Democrats. I'm not.
It is potentially the best
Hang on.
system if they can get some of the bullshit out. But at this point,
He's not personal on Putin.
It's,
Sorry, he's not personally worried if Biden gets roasted
oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm like, what?
and schooled.
No, man, fuck no. My back is killing me. Take care, good man.
No, he can't compete there. Those minds are completely different. If you take Putin incarnate and that physical image of him up on horseback with, a sloppy six-pack of abs, but, a muscular man that he is, and then you take a fragile man next to him, and you take what you think each of their brains is fit based on what their appearance, and that conversation done already completed itself before it started.
And that's Rob in the middle there.
Helen, nice to see you.
Camera. And so the protesters that are left are over there. There's nothing blocked off down the street anymore.
Nah, nobody's
But
being
there
rude,
are
Marla.
3 or 4 times as many cops.
Everybody's welcome.
There are people.
I'd be confused if I heard a voice and I didn't see somebody on screen.
It's
Pot Feather, good to see you.
Well, Karen, to be honest with you, it was.
That's right, Aaron. Putin was a KGB agent, and he actually was a military advisor before he was president. And he was a geek. He was honestly a geek. And how he came into power is quite controversial because these apartment buildings started blowing up, and here came Putin into the spotlight to condemn these attacks, saying that, you know, Russia must take a strong stance and come down on these terrorists. And, you know, and it was all going, you know, time was passing, and then what kind of gave things away was when an oligarch or whatever their political parties are, he condemned an apartment building that blew up a week before it did. So, yeah, that kind of made it sketchy. But yeah, he was KGB, and more specifically in KGB, he was in
If you search for Watchdog Citizen,
like
you'll
electronic
find
surveillance.